Now to the impeachment trial of President Trump. House impeachment managers spent yesterday making the claim that President Trump abused his power of office, which is the first article of impeachment against him. Today, they will wrap up their arguments, focusing on the second article of impeachment, obstruction of Congress. CBS 4's Skyler Henry is live on Capitol Hill with what we can expect later this afternoon. Skyler.
Hey, Carly, good afternoon to you. Yeah, the Senate trial is expected to pick back up in about an hour or so. But as you mentioned, the focus today is on obstruction of Congress. We're expected to get a detailed timeline similar to what we received over the last few days in terms of the other article of impeachment against President Trump. Meantime, this entire time, Democrats have been hell-bent on the facts here in this case, saying that President Trump should be removed from office. Meantime, Republicans say they haven't been impressed.
Democrats are closing out their case against President Trump today. They're arguing President Trump abused his power to benefit himself.
And you know, you can't trust this president do what's right for this country. You can trust he will do what's right for Donald Trump.
Congressman Adam Schiff closed out Thursday's presentation with an impassioned plea to senators that President Trump should be removed from office.
Because right matters. Because right matters. And the truth matters. Otherwise, we are lost.
The hashtag #RightMatters trended on Twitter and is drawing praise from Senate Democrats.
He spoke to the American people's common sense and appealed to the sense of right and wrong.
But the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, says Democrats haven't even proven a crime exists, much less that the president is guilty.
It's a total waste of money. It's a complete show on the part of the Democrats.
Right.
And they should be sued for conspiracy to defraud the United States, and they should pay for that hearing.
President Trump's lawyers are ready to deliver his defense tomorrow, with the Senate in a rare Saturday session for the trial.
We understand that there's the other side of the story to be told. But remember, the American people have only heard the accusations. They have not heard the defense.
President Trump complained his defense will begin when he knows fewer people are watching on television. He tweeted, "Looks like my lawyers will be forced to start on Saturday," which is called Death Valley in TV.
So what's unclear is just how long the Senate session will go tomorrow, assuming from the president that he doesn't want, or he wants as many eyeballs as possible on the trial. He'll probably put a bulk of that information, or at least his defense team will, on Monday. And then after that, they'll have to finish out that 24 hours. But just so you know, what happens after all of that is that the Senate will then have 16 hours to submit written questions to both sides. That's House managers and the defense team for the White House before the Senate will vote again to see if they want to include witnesses and any more documents into this trial at all. Carly.